Hello, how's it going, guys? Happy Valentine's Day. I love following Elise and being like, oh, she has a gun. Can't talk any shit about Elise from here on out. How's it going? It's a weird day to be out, right? Anyone do like New Year's resolutions this year? I know we're getting like toward the time where that's a weird question to ask. I also realize I'm old for asking, I think. No one? I did. I'm retro. I did 3 this year. I feel like it's a good number, good solid number. My first one was that I'm trying to be a more authentic version of myself this year. Anyone resonate with that? That's cool. So I did this, like, I go to therapy, and I did like an internal, like, when have I felt the most authentic version of myself? And I realized I've never felt more myself than when I was signing a bunch of people I hate up for Scientology. It's a fun little life hack for you. The second one, I hit my 5th year living in Atlanta. Yeah, so I want to do more community service. So what I've decided to start doing is going through my phone, and if you're a man who's ever given me your phone number, I'm putting it into one of those anonymous STD text message things. So some of you, I see confusion. I'm happy that you don't know what that is. We live different lifestyles. It's when you put their phone number in and it texts, if you're someone who's confrontation averse or you like to stir the pot from afar, you put their number in, it will text them and say, you have the chlamydia, or whatever du jour. And I strongly believe men need to be tested more, so community. Yeah, you're welcome. Third one, for this year, I want to be more homophobic. I know, it's a very true story. That last June marks the 2nd Pride Month in a row that I allowed a bisexual man to break my heart. No, that's okay. That's a different reaction than I'm used to. Maybe we're a little too close to a holiday of love. Thank you. No, yeah. I just feel like I let 2 bisexuals break my heart, and I wasn't even like a little bit homophobic about it. So I feel like I've earned a little homophobia as a treat. Thank you. I have. No, I don't know what it is about me, but bisexual man ate it up. I think it's because I'm a big bitch. Let's just get that out there. No, it's cool. Has anyone else recently been tricked into polyamory? Couldn't get a yes or no out of that. Just me, cool. Yeah, no, I'm going through a breakup with the first non-bisexual man in like 2 years, which is honestly a stat. And it was because he was doing polyamory, and I wasn't. Nor was I informed it was an option. And some fun fact about me, despite the way I look, I am mixed race. I get it out there early in my sets. Otherwise, things get fucking weird. That's cool. I'm half Mexican. And I was telling my mom this story, which for those of you close with your mothers in this room know that the minute you tell your mom about a breakup, it's like nail in the coffin. That dude's dead. But before I got to the point where I like explained what happened, she's like, well, what happened? He's a doctor. And I'm like, well, first of all, like, doctor of history, grow up. And I was like, well, Mom, he was doing polyamory and I wasn't. And I have to remind you, I'm only white to my mom when it's derogatory. She goes, fucking white people. And in that moment, I did some math because he's Iranian. So I'm the fucking white people in this equation. And I go, please, let's expand on that. And she goes, you guys have to have a cute fucking term for everything. Just call it getting cheated on like the rest of us. And she's honestly like so not wrong. No, it's cool. We did date for a minute, and like there were some signs, even early before we were like what I thought was exclusive, that he was out there sniffing around. Specifically, we went to a Halloween event together that was a singles event, which is like pre-packaging your cucking. Like, We went to this Halloween event. I helped him pick his costume and everything. I was like, oh, whatever, we're barely together. Like, it'll be fine. We go to this event. I'm with a friend, and we're walking up to the bar. I haven't met, he's there, but we haven't seen him yet. Me and my friend are walking up to the bar. She's getting a drink. And also, I can't really tell, guys, is this a crowd where I can be a little mean? Yeah. Thank God, because I was going to do it anyway. We're walking up to the bar, and I mentioned earlier, I'm a big bitch. I'm a true 6 feet. Some of you disagree immediately when I said that. You're wrong. I'm walking up, and there's 2 types of short women in this world. One type of short woman looks at me like I am the sun and the moon and everything combined, because they want that. Then there's another type of short woman who looks at me like I am her living nightmare. To be this size is truly a terror to her. And as we walked up to the bar, there was a tiny blonde woman, no higher than a knee to a thimble, you know what I mean? Dressed as Bubbles. This just bothered me. She was dressed as Bubbles from the fucking Powerpuff Girls. No Buttercup or Blossom in sight, and that's psychotic. And she looked at me and went, oh. And although I was there to be a single girl on Halloween in my cute little outfit, one thing about me is I love a side quest, and I will change my entire night to ruin someone's fucking life. Thank you. Because that's what I did. I went, I don't care what's happening for the rest of the night, as long as hers is ruined. To me, I was door dashing my meal home. I knew where I was going, you know what I mean? Anyway, my friend's getting a drink. She's ordering our drinks. I'm doing recon. I'm listening to this bitch's conversation. Because her and her friend, in a normal circumstance, all about it, calling their shots. Who are they fucking tonight? Good God, go girls. Idiots. Now I know. Her one friend goes, who are you going after? And she's like, well, I don't see him. She's like, well, describe him. Like, what's he look like? What's he wearing? She goes, well, he's like 6'4". I go, nice. She goes, probably like, he's like Indian. And I go, hell yeah. Got a couple of those in my back pocket in the day. And she goes, well, what costume is he wearing? He goes, she's like, oh, I don't know, like an Amish guy? So in that moment, more math happening in my little canoodle noggin. That she's describing my 6-foot-tall Iranian boyfriend who's dressed like Abraham Lincoln. So not only am I about to ruin this bitch's life, she's also stupid. Like, I love that. Yeah. So anyway, I just realized in that night, like, I've never been more culturally vindicated in that evening than I was like, this is the most Latina moment of my life, when I'm like, I'm gonna beat, all it feels, I'll beat the shit out of her, but in the moment, I was psychologically ready. No, it was cool. So that was in the moment, and then he ended up talking to her, and I was like, okay, that's gonna come back to bite me eventually, but I still tell this joke on stage. They might be dating, I don't know. Anyway, he's committed to polyamory. So, fun fact about that is that I now have beef with the polyamorous community. Actually, that's wrong. I don't have beef with them, because we ended on amicable terms. I was like, you know what, it's not for me. I don't share well. But they have beef with me to the extent where they showed up recently at one of my shows, like as a pack. And they were mean to me. Like, they were low-key, like, bullying me, which, thank you. It was very sad. But I was trying to be like a professional, because I'm a professional. You can look at me, guys. And I was trying to be, I wasn't gonna like fight them on stage, but do you know what it's like when a bunch of people that you know didn't thrive in high school team up and then bully you proactively? And like, I don't know, one of them had a rat tail. And I want to say one thing about, like I said, I'm half a Mexican and half a redneck. And like, I was ready to throw down in them, but that's the one thing that gave me hesitation, because in my cultures, a rat tail means something. Like, I'm either gonna, I'm like, a rat tail in my culture means I'm either they're on meth or I'm gonna die. You know what I mean? It was tough. So I do have beef with the polyamorous community, and again, it would just stem from this, like, I don't want to fuck multiple, I don't want to share, I don't want to fuck multiple people, I'm lazy. And it's also the same reason that I'm like I really feel like I'd be really good at D&D. Anyone here familiar with Dungeons and Dragons? There's like a real big Venn diagram between the two communities. And like, I really think I would do good at D&D, but I don't want to fuck my guild. So, whatever. Anyway, my name's Clifton Taylor, everybody. You guys have been great.